So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Murder Over New York, 1940. Giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. This is going to be another Charlie Chan flick. The Charlie Chan one-liner at the end is hilarious. I don't get the joke, but it still sounds funny. It made me laugh so hard I had to replay it again. Exciting, thrilling. The poster says, yeah, I agree with that. It's got Bruce Wayne from the Batman serial. It's got Shemp Howard. Shemp Howard is great. Murder Over New York is a 1940 U.S. mystery film directed by Harry Lachman and starring Sidney Toler as Charlie Chan. The cast also features Marjorie Weaver. Don't know who she is. Robert Lowery. Bruce Wayne from Batman. I should say Batman and Robin, 1949. Ricardo Cortez. Don't know who he is. Chan must solve the murder mystery while attending a police convention. Shemp Howard plays Shorty McCoy in an uncredited appearance. We love Shemp Howard on this channel. On a flight to New York for an annual police convention, Chan encounters his old Scotland Yard friend, Hugh Drake. Frederick Warlock. Don't know who that is. Drake is now a member of the military intelligence, trying to track down what he believes is a sabotage ring led by Paul Narvo. A bomber and his pilots crashed the day before. Chan offers his assistance. Chan is welcomed at the airport by New York Police Inspector Vance. Donald McBride, I know who he is. And to Chan's surprise, his number 2 son, Jimmy Chan, played by Victor Sen Young, who was in Thank You, Mr. Moto. Chan goes to see Drake the next day at the apartment of George Kirby, Ricardo Cortez, where a dinner party is in progress. He finds his friend dead of poison gas in Drake's library where he's gone to do some work. Drake's briefcase containing all of the information he had gathered about the sabotage ring is missing. The window is latched, so Chan concludes one of the guests is responsible. Chan discovers that Drake asked that his old Oxford classmate, Herbert Fenton, played by George Melville Cooper. I think I got the name wrong. I put Melville Cooper. George Melville. I better fix that. George Melville Cooper, excuse me. Cooper. George Melville. George? There. I fixed it. Save. There we go. Okay. Chan discovers that Drake asked that his Oxford classmate, Herbert Fenton, Melville Cooper, actress June Preston, and Ralph Percy, chief designer at the Metropolitan Aircraft Corporation, be invited to the party. Kirby himself is the company president. The lost bomber crashed at the company's plant. Also present is stockbroker Keith Jeffrey, played by John Sutton. Don't know who he is. A servant played by Clarence Muse. Don't know who he is. Reports chemist David Elliott, played by Bruce Wayne from the Batman and Robin serial. Robert Lowery insisted on seeing Drake, so he showed him in. Chan learns that Preston also spoke with Drake that night on behalf of a friend, Patricia West, played by Marjorie Weaver. The face doesn't look familiar to me. West, it turns out, married Narvo in India. When she found out Narvo was involved in sabotage, she fled, only to be pursued by her husband and his assistant, Romula. Romula is eventually tracked down with West's help, taken into custody. During a police lineup of Indians, Shorty McCoy, a.k.a. the Carnassi Kid, played by Shemp Howard, is revealed to be a faker, not a fake, not a fucker, faker. Pardon my French. Fakir, excuse me, is revealed to be a faker, not a fakir. Boy, I really pronounced that wrong. I said the F word inadvertently. Before Romula can be questioned, however, he is shot and killed. West narrowly avoids the same fate. A courtroom attendant shows up, played by the Captain Marvel serial. The kid in the Captain Marvel serial. I can't remember his name. Courtroom, I think it's Coghlan or something. A courtroom attendant shows up and states Drake checked his briefcase at the club where he works. Chan and Vance wait to see who will claim it. It is Boggs, Kirby's butler. He claims that Kirby left him a note instructing him to get the briefcase. Upon close inspection, Chan concludes it is a forgery. He then discovers Kirby's body. Chan decides to gather all the suspects at the airport the next day. The airplane, rigged the night before to release poison gas when it dives, takes off for a test flight with nearly everyone aboard. As the bomber starts to descend, Fenton grabs the falling glass globe containing the gas. When they land, he smashes the globe, gets out, and locks the door. However, the police are waiting to apprehend him, and Chan and the rest emerge unscathed. The trap had been found during an inspection and rendered harmless. Fenton cannot be Narvo, as the latter is known to be a younger man. He refuses to identify his leader. When Chan asks for a glass of water for Fenton, Jeffrey gets it for him, falling into Chan's trap. And that's the end of the movie there. Sorry if I spoiled it. I went a little bit too far towards the end. Let's check out IMDb. What does IMDb have to say about this? Well, I'm on my third movie review by the day. By the way, by the day. I can't think straight. I think I've been sleeping too much. If I wake up early, though, I'm just going to update my list. I'm not going to do a fourth review this weekend. I just happened to get lucky because I didn't have much going on. Just Legion of Mary and a dental appointment. Plus, I had Thursday off, which helped me sleep in quite a bit. Come on, open. Open sesame. Okay, come on. There it goes. There's my movie list. I should have had this up the whole time. Okay, Murder of New York, 1 hour, 5 minutes. Gets a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb, 1,400 ratings. So it's a little popular. When Charlie's old friend from Scotland Yard is murdered when they attend a police convention in New York, Chan picks up the case he was working on. More like this. We've got Charlie Chan in Panama gets a 7.1 out of 10. Charlie Chan's Murder Cruise gets a 7.1 out of 10. Charlie Chan at the Wax Museum gets a 7.1 out of 10. And Charlie Chan in Rio gets a 6.9 out of 10. I don't know if I've seen any of those. Can't remember. Coincidence like ancient egg leave unpleasant odor. Canary, unlike faithful dog, do not die from sympathy. Canary, unlike faithful dog, do not die from sympathy. Number 2 son, very promising detective. Promise very much, deliver very little. Nut easy to crack if nut empty. Number 2 son, like interest on mortgage, impossible to escape. Fresh weed better than wilted rose. Happy solution, never see light if truth kept in dark. One man with gun have more authority than whole army with no ammunition. Oh man, these are great. Door of opportunity swing both ways. Wishful thinking sometimes lead to blind alley. Same leopard can hide beneath different spots. Confidence of son like courage of small boy at dentist, most evident after tooth extracted. That's the storyline by Alan Smithy. And that's the last line of the movie, by the way. Confidence of son like courage of small boy at dentist, most evident after tooth extracted. Oh, this is great stuff. Death Rides Manhattan Skies. That was the tagline from the print ad in the Herald Journal, Logan, Utah, January 3rd, 1941. This is mystery genre. The aircraft used towards the end is a Lockheed Model 10, similar to that flown by Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan on their last flight. This one has had its NC registration number obliterated, and it appears at one time that it may have been used as a military trainer, since it seems to have a gun turret mounting ring installed aft of the cockpit and ahead of the cabin door. Charlie asks Jimmy to identify a chemical smell. Jimmy, only an undergraduate student, immediately recognized the smell of a poison gas invented only months before and gives his father background information on it. Oh, he must have been studying hard. British tenacity with Chinese patience, like royal flush and poker game. Unbeatable. That's Charlie Chan to Drake, one of the another great Charlie Chan quote. Edited in Who Done It Theater, Charlie Chan Murder Over New York, 2021. This review is by B. Coghlan Bling. I'm sorry, B. Coghlan Bing, not Bing. B. Coghlan Bing, dated May 22nd, 2013. This B. Coghlan Bing gives it a 7 out of 10. And the title of the review is called Charlie Helps British Intelligence. This Charlie Chan mystery is a misnomer. There is no murder over New York, but not for a lack of trying. And the attempt is made at the climax of the film so that Sidney Toler can get the murderer of three people to give himself away. Toler and a number two son, Victor Sen Young, are in New York for a police convention, and Toler runs into former Scotland Yard colleague Frederick Warlock, who is on the trail of an international spy. Later on, Warlock is found dead. Two other murders are committed. Note the presence of a lot of Hollywood's British colony here. Some are suspects, some are not. A whole lot of cast has played villains in other films, so that affords you no clue. The ultimate mastermind is someone who played some incredibly slimy bad guys on screen. Quite a curve gets tossed us towards the end as all of the suspects are put in a plane and are meant to be killed. Of course, they're not, as Charlie Chan gets his man. One of the best of the Sidney Toler Chan films. I have to agree with that. And of course, Karate Man has no interest in Charlie Chan whatsoever. He's talking about Man of Fire, 2004. 2004. I'm a little skeptical of anything from 2004, unless it's like let's see, 2004. I usually don't review movies from 2004, but Karate Man's throwing me curveball here. Oh, I found one. It's called Holla If I Kill You. Holla If I Kill You. 2004. That's the only one I can find on my list. Okay. There's yeah, that's it. Anyways, Man on Fire. Okay, I'll look it up. Let's talk about what's coming down the pike. Hideout in the Sun, 1960, followed by Out for Justice, 1991, and Keyholes Are for Peeping, 1972. That's what's coming down the pike. And I'll look for Man on Fire, later.